you guys. Welcome to Trendnation. It may look kind of different, right? You see a bunch of women. Ain't no men this time. For the second time, what they telling you? Men can't make it. So the women are running it. So this is our 6th episode, right? We got some juicy, we got some good stuff, we got some crazy stuff, we got some wild stuff. You know, yeah, women do. We got my little cuz, T-Mail in the house. He gonna do a little rapid fire. Yeah. So, you don't know these people. I'm gonna let them introduce themselves.
Hey, you better know me. My name is Phoebe Crape. I am your host of Trendnation as well. But I will have my lovely, lovely, beautiful daughter, Cat Crape, which is the authoress in the house. We're interviewing her on today. So get ready for that.
It's gonna be juicy.
Oh, it's on me. Yeah. Hi, everybody. I am the one and only Carla Monet Shaw. And yes, I am back again, as JaVale has always thrown me into a spot. And I will be interviewing the one and only young rapper Mel, T-Mail that is.
T-Mail.
And then he's her cousin. Dig that.
Y'all better see him right.
Right.
You know, hey, I don't know how to follow up with these ladies, but I'm your girl, Leah Luki R, and I am your trendy beat correspondent. Y'all gotta tune in for that. We're gonna talk about the MTV Awards, R. Kelly, Jussie Smollett, and so forth and so forth. Stay tuned.
That's right. We'll be right back after these short messages. Cut. Welcome back to Trendnation. I'm so happy that you guys are here to join us for this hot, juicy show. We're not Wendy Williams, but we got some hot topics.
Yes.
But on a serious level, note, one of the people that we know, somebody that I work with a lot. She's been in some of my programs, some of my plays, some of my shows, some of my events. Her name is Brandy Martin. You might know about her first. Her sister jumped off the CTA track to get her cell phone, and the train ran over her. And then just yesterday, day before yesterday, her only daughter got shot in the head. So she lost 2 people that was close to her back to back. And we are praying for her, but we're going to talk about that a little bit more. I'm going to let Leah, because she knows a little bit more about it. It's just too close to me right now.
You all right? You
yeah.
Okay. I just want to make sure. She's good.
Woosah.
Right. So like JaVale said, you know, last week the young lady Fallon Smith was tragically killed in the CTA red line on 69th, and a lot of people has been misunderstanding the events that led up to her passing. She, you know, if you're familiar with the CTA, there's 2 levels of stairs on each end of the platform, and she was closer to the one towards the end of the train and the platform. So she thought that she could make it, and in the midst of her running, and then of course the train impact, she wound up not able to make it. So I want to be clear that she wasn't running like actually towards the train. She was running towards the end of the staircases that's at the end of the platform, which she thought she would be able to make it. But instead, you know, the train obviously was faster, and she wasn't able to outrun it. Yeah, wasn't outrun it. So for those who thinking that it was suicide, it was not. I mean, she was perfectly fine. She was talking to the gentleman that watched the phone, which I don't understand. You know, like I was telling most people, you know, help her up. At the end of the day, it took less than seconds to just grab her arm and pull her up, and then she would be here. And again, cell phones, come on, y'all, you know, let them all go.
It would bring us 2 questions is, number 1, if it were you, would you jump down there and get your phone? And number 2, if you was on that platform and you saw her, would you help her back up or assist her or call somebody to get help? That's my question. That's my concern.
She wouldn't even have to ask. I'd have just grabbed her.
Right.
At the end of the day, that'd have been an instinct on me. Especially, you know, the train was literally coming in 2 minutes. The train was coming in 2 minutes, and you can see it. And then, like, you know, I was, you know, telling everyone there was a CTA allegedly, because we're not sure, you can't really see the footage as clear to know who was specifically there, but you did see someone with a canine, and mostly the CTA have canine security. And my whole thing is the dog wouldn't have bit her, you know, but help her up. There's too many people that was on that platform that could have helped her.
Right.
Yeah.
That's true.
And then just precaution, if God forbid anyone ever does that, run the opposite way, run away from the train, because you stay within the same frame that you are versus running towards it, you become smaller. So that's just a little tip for those who, God forbid, if you ever do it. But they also have buttons where you can alert the CTA for they can stop or let them know that, you know, someone's on the tracks. So you would have to do it, yeah.
Right.
So that's unfortunate, you know. I haven't met her, but she's definitely, I heard, was a beautiful soul. And then, of course, Brandy's sister. And then a couple days ago, you know, her daughter I lost her daughter, 22, only daughter, I believe.
Her only child,
Yeah.
her only daughter, I'm sorry, who has an awesome singing
Yeah.
voice. Remember she
Yes.
sung for
She
us?
Yeah,
did.
sung for
Kirby
us.
Diva?
She sure
Yes.
did.
Yeah, she
Wow.
sure
She
she
did.
did music for that
She
show
sounded
that we were
great.
going to produce.
Yes.
She
Beautiful
sure did,
voice.
and she could sing. She
Yes.
had a beautiful voice.
So-
It's unfortunate that society sees like what happened to Fallon, and then she lose her daughter. It's a lot that she has to endure right now. So we as people of society and social media and all that stuff, keep that family in your prayers. What I was seeing more negative stuff
Yes.
about what happened with Fallon, to me, you don't know what happened on that platform. Yes, somebody might could have reached out and saved her, but at the same time, we gotta just keep them lifted in prayer.
Yes, absolutely.
Just stay away from the negative. Let go of the negative, because it seems like that's what we vibe off of. Why? That's someone's mother, daughter, sister. Someone lost their family member and they're hurting bad. And who are we to laugh at their pain?
And
That's
Facebook
not
can be
fair.
so cruel. Facebook
That's not
can,
fair.
Yeah.
can be so mean and horrible. And
Exactly.
they're all on Facebook saying she committed suicide, she killed herself, she was stupid, she was this. And her mom, her sister is reading all of this because she's staying on Facebook.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Brandy stays on there.
stays on
She does.
Facebook.
She does.
Yes.
But you know, if you see something happening, you don't expect it. What we need to learn is that these material things and mobile devices and stuff like that, you can replace them, but you can never replace your life.
Yes.
It's unfortunate that Fallon lost her life in that way because she went for her phone when she could have left her phone there. But we don't understand why she did it. We will never know that because she's no longer with us. But what we need to do is keep that family lifted because they need it. And the fact that Brandy just lost her daughter, that's more pain she's enduring right now to plan 2 funerals.
And, you know, another thing, a lot of people, when you're in a situation like that, your reactions is not, like we can all sit here and say, I wouldn't do this, I wouldn't do that, you know, and that's fine because it's natural because we're not in that moment. But when you're in that moment, her mind is, hey, I'm only a couple of feet away from these stores. I'm from the stairs. I could just hit it. And you saw her running. You actually saw her. It wasn't like she walked, but you know, she was running. And then when she realized that the train was just, she wasn't gonna make, she was only like steps away from, to be right there at the stairs. And she just, you know, she just seemed like she just braced herself like, you know, I'm not gonna be able to make it. So
That's so
stop
hard.
thinking like that.
Video when you said it was like she just braced herself because she knew.
She did.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
But we also have to think about like whoever was truly on that platform and the buttons that could have been pushed to stop the train. So it's like true, we don't know what, if we were in a situation like that, what we would have did, but it also comes from people help too.
Yeah.
Because when you see somebody, what's your reaction to it? Are you really gonna try to help? What about the people that were there? Like even if you can't see blur, but it was a canine person there, why didn't you push a button for them to stop the train knowing that it was a lady on the track? So
And if for those who don't know how the platforms are actually set up, you have it where underneath the actual platform, it's like enough space for you to kind of duck in and go off to the side. It's an uncomfortable, you know, spot for the time being from when the train stops, they offload, you know, and come back on. Or on the opposite side of the third rail, it's a huge space where you can actually have a lot of room if you just wanted to wait until the train left, and then you just have to be careful of the third rail.
Right.
But yeah, it's but
Sure about that.
again, we all know about the third rail. We all know about certain stuff that's on the platform. If you ever did any, public transportation, it's just at that exact moment. At that exact moment, you forget it all.
Yeah.
You forget it all.
You're going to shock.
Yeah.
You're going to stay the shock. I mean,
Especially when
we
you
all
see your
said,
life.
Yeah, if
Yeah.
it was me, I would do, and I would have, I could have.
Right.
No, not necessarily. You think more rationally
Yeah.
when you're not in a situation.
Of course.
But I think, people have a lot to say when they're not in that position.
Of course.
So I always say Facebook is detective. They play detective all
They
the
play
time.
detective and don't know what.
And
they're
that is,
talking
it was so
about.
painful because just imagine, in certain times you didn't have that type of technology. We didn't have this kind of internet and social media support. We've had it, but not as grand as we have it now.
Right,
And to find out, about her sister via social media.
Via social
There wasn't like a phone call first. How it normally would have been. It's more so like, social media, and that's all over. Now you got the memes, now you got the jokes, now you got the assumptions, now you got the negativity as far as them, destroying her name and don't even know what all happened. Before the footage even came out, and the footage that's out, even the ones that I have, is from the actual CTA camera. So it wasn't like it was something that was concocted or anything
It's
like
not,
that.
You actually can see what
Yeah.
happened.
I mean, all the way through.
Right, and she didn't try to kill herself.
No, at
but
all.
What gets people is you making an assumption. You can actually see her phone drop.
Yeah.
She looked. She believes she can get it. She went to get it.
Yes.
And her mindset was she was gonna be able to get back
Yeah.
up. She didn't dare time think that she wasn't gonna make it. She believed that she was gonna make it. So
In 2 minutes. In 2 minutes, the train. Yeah. So rest in peace.
So,
And,
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
Our
And
condolences.
Our condolences
to the family.
Brandy Martin.
Brandy Martin, our prayers are with you, girl. We love you.
Yes.
And just keep praying.
Oh, and she also has a GoFundMe as
Yeah,
well.
she do have a
Yeah.
GoFundMe on Facebook. I don't know the details, but all you gotta do is search her
Yeah.
name,
Yeah,
and it'll
Brandy
come
Martin.
up if
Brandy
you would like to
Martin.
help, because she got 2 funerals here.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
That's so
just,
unfortunate.
on that note, so. Next,
This dude.
we did an episode we did a segment last episode. These two, about Jesse.
They cousin.
Justin.
Jesse.
The downfall of empire.
Right.
Singly done by him. Yes.
Done by him. So we're going to do a part 2 about it because they have more to discuss about it. But we need to get a history about it. The people that don't know who Jesse is and what he did.
Yeah, the bad cop would start. The bad cop.
Why did the bad cop have to start?
Because the bad cop, I was a good cop.
Well,
let's be on record.
let's just be truthful about it.
Tell us who Jesse is and what he did.
Smollett.
Smollett.
He was like the world's dumbest criminal, and
Facts.
the facts is this: he stated that he was abused in Streeterville, but and a noose was around his neck,
New video
and
footage too.
they yelled out MAGA country or whatever. So the fact that he did that here in Chicago, which we know our city, what areas that's not gonna happen. Maybe he would have said Inglewood, maybe something like that. But Jussie did the wrong thing, and even though he got off, it's like he's still doing dumb stuff. So when we look at Jussie, he just had a Tinder date that went bad. That's what I say. I'm sticking to that
She
story.
putting him on Tinder. I said he was on his way to therapy at 3 o'clock in the morning at what? Subway?
A Subway.
Yes.
He was
Subway.
on his way to therapy.
Yeah, he was going.
I say he swiped the wrong way, and he met this person, and that person didn't like him, so he concocted this
He
whole-
concocted it.
Yeah, concocted it, did it. But what did he do lately?
Oh, let me tell you
Tell
about
the people.
Sister Jessie.
Sister Jen.
Sister Jessie. So now he's going on his internet. You know, you go on internet and Google. So he's trying to see how many times he's trending. He want to know if he's popular still, since he's no longer with the Empire. So not only is it that, you know, all the footage is now coming out with him and the brothers, the bodybuilders, right? So you see them walking down the exact same street. Now the part that doesn't really make sense is you see them within minutes of each other. So the brothers is coming down the street. Now he's coming his way, and it's mind you, no one's there. It's like completely only three. But they the only three out there, just so happen to be. And then you got this big buff African American guy with a mega hat on. Stop playing. Come on, y'all.
He technically wasn't African American. He actually was from
He's
Nigeria.
from Nigeria.
Yeah. Okay, you're right. Correct.
They were African.
But you walking down the street at 2, 3 something in the morning, just you and your brother, and then you just so happen to see Jesse. Come on, y'all. And then the news. Did you? If you didn't hear the video, the audio now that they have it when Jesse was with the police, right? So he still has the noose on his neck. Why is it still on your neck? Explain it. Even the cop said it. The cop said, do you want to take it off or you want to keep it on? Like, it's one of them uncomfortable moments. But why you still have it on? Like, what is we're here already.
So what is he doing now, though?
He's probably trying to get a job. But no, he wants to go up. So he's asking for the Chicago lawyers to take his case up to federal court. He want to go to jail.
Federal jail, really, Justin?
Yeah, he want to go to jail.
No, he said he would never come back to Chicago unless he had 3 bodyguards, galore bodyguards, because he said he feared for his life in Chicago.
But he should have had a regard. He's still a celebrity, even if you're a small time celebrity, big time. You should have had it anyway.
He fears for his life.
No, like president security.
Hold on.
Boy,
but he
like
wants,
secret agent.
I'm
Secret
confused.
Service, Secret Service.
I just got confused. Why would he want president security? Because nobody wants to touch him in Chicago, but the people the people that made him made mad, are
everybody,
Chicago police. He really made mad, and then he made Chicago very angry. But at the end of the day, he just had a Tinder date that went bad. He thought he was getting a man, and it was a girl, and she beat him up really bad. That's my story. I'm sticking to it.
That is funny.
I still say the man need help. He needs to sit down and talk to someone. Maybe he can go back to Subway. Subway and have someone
that was his therapy.
That was his therapy.
I
3 o'clock in the morning. Where do you think he walking? To Subway to do what? Seek therapy. So I mean, come on.
You right. I didn't think about it in that way.
No, he was trying to eat fresh. He was trying to eat fresh.
He had a mental breakdown. That's it. He had
but mind you,
so look, he's actually Googling himself.
Yes.
He wants to see if he's still trending.
Yeah, he got to make sure he's still good to go.
Bodyguards, what's that? Afraid to come. A mental issue.
It may be a mental issue to you, but to him, he want to see if he's still trending.
and it's crazy because all this kicked off is because over money. He was upset because he wasn't making as much money. But you're not a Taraji. You're not a Harris Howard. Come on now.
Chicago, I want to know. Go to Trendnation Talk on Facebook and let me know. Do you still like Jesse? Are you still a fan of Jesse?
Who is
anybody?
Jesse?
Jesse.
Who is Jesse?
Sister Jesse.
Is anyone on his side, or should he come back to Chicago where he gets jumped?
Ain't nobody gonna touch him. They ain't touching him.
Tell us on Facebook or Trendnation, what do you think about that? So we can get your good cop, bad cop, neutral, or just your opinion.
And then just come and let us know exactly what you think.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, talk to us.
Yeah, so I'm gonna close this out. We'll be right back with T-Mail.
Booyaka.
Booyaka.
Get it in.
Booyaka.
Booyaka. Booyaka.
Shata.
Rasta. Ain't nobody up in Jamaica.
Okay.
We all are.
All right, welcome back to Trend Nation. I am your girl Leah Lukey R, and of course we have Phoebe and Carla is here with me, and we're about to go ahead and interview my young man, 11-year-old rapper T-Mail. What's up, baby? Welcome to the show.
What's up, guys?
I have so much to ask you in such a little time. So I was gonna ask about girlfriends, but I'm gonna hold that back. We'll do that another time. But instead, let's just get into your name. So how did you come up with T-Mail?
It was my nickname since I was a little kid because my name was Trendnation, so they just took out the R.
So cute. You feel? I'm sorry, y'all. He's so cute. I had a moment. So you said when you was little. Was that like yesterday? Was that
Like 4 or 5.
Oh, about 4 or 5. Okay, talk to me, baby. I mean, you know, our kids be growing up so quick sometimes. We growing up so quick. So you brought us a track. Tell us a little bit about this track you brought us.
Cause everybody keep thinking I'm Trap Baby, but I'm not Trap Baby no more. So I just made a song called Ain't No Longer in the Trap.
What you know about the trap? T-Mail.
A lot.
What do you know about this trap?
A lot.
I ain't mad at you.
Just know a lot.
He's so cute. He's like, just know it's a lot. Just know it's a lot. Phoebe, Carter, y'all want some questions? Y'all got something?
I just have to tell you that, you're already on Video Nation Underground and the world is watching you. So,
Yes.
why, as your host, I'm the girl with the purple blue hair, but when you see that video, you'll know it's me. I change up a lot. The next one you'll see me change it up again. But you're on there and you're doing really well. And congratulations.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
He's so humble.
Well, you're trending. That's what it is. You're trending. But see, our most biggest thing is to ask you. As you say, you don't want nobody to know you're no longer in the trap, baby.
Trap baby.
Trap baby, right? You're no longer the trap baby. At 11, how were your grades in school?
Tell it.
Good. I'm an all A student.
Come on now. Come on now.
See, that's a good thing.
Yes.
Shout out to the parents.
Yes.
Keep it there.
So, how long you been rapping?
I've been rapping since I was like 6, but I just started taking it serious at 10.
Come on now.
Wow, at 10.
Gave
You
his time
take
for
most
growth.
at 40.
Exactly. You see
You
them
take it
40-year-old
serious.
rappers?
Look now, 40.
You see them 40-year-old rappers, right? What do you think about the
40.
40-year-old rappers?
Keep hope alive.
Don't be 41 still trying to do it.
Yeah.
Well,
All right.
some become successful. They say don't count your blessings out. So,
Right.
yeah.
So we see that you're young, you're fresh, you're starting out. You say you did it at 6, you came back faithfully at 10. We want to see you do it until you're 40.
That's right. That's
So
right.
don't stop. Keep going.
I'm not.
So are you more rap or hip hop?
I'm more rap.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
See?
Okay.
You know the difference between the two?
What's the difference?
Well, the hip hop artists are more smooth, they're more cavalier, they're more, I could say, not as hardcore as the rappers. But you have the rappers. The rappers just spit, so I assume that you spit. Hip hop is more poetry. Put it like that.
I
Yeah.
spit.
He spit.
And you know what? I'm gonna piggyback on Carla with that one. 'Cause now that y'all talking about my little thing
You
here.
hip-hop?
Yeah. So just know hip hop was more of an educational thing.
Yeah.
So when you get into this platform, educate. You have a platform, so educate it. All right.
Absolutely.
So with that being said, y'all, we waiting for you to perform. We cannot wait to hear this No Longer a Trap Baby, because we're no longer trap ladies. Y'all see that? I'm marking it right here. So that being said, y'all, stay tuned. We're definitely about to go ahead and let him give us some No Longer Trap Baby. The BT Mail. Y'all know Trendnation.
Trendnation.
Trap Baby.
I'm no longer in the trap, baby. I done grew up, I'm no longer in the trap, baby. Yo, I done blew up, I'm no longer in the trap, baby. I'm killing music, I'm no longer in the trap, baby. They some users, I'm no longer in the trap. I'm no longer in the trap. I'm no longer in the trap. The whole trap is kept. They watch my hair move and still can't even rap. They'll try to steal my music, but I can't go like that. They try to take my homie and still ain't make raps. The whole trap is whack. If you want smoke, get smacked. When you on my show, just clap. Are you turn up and snap? Then I'm doing a little dance. I'm coming in with a win. They try to somebody from my ass, they ain't even know know, had to sound bad. They gon' run ass like trash. Had to pushing me to greater limits. Had to literally want money. I ain't with the beef, I just listen. Make some mouth clothes, he don't watch more. Boy, you messing with the wrong person. Oh, yo, black, black, black. Never catch you, they be in person. Social media beef, I ain't with that. Everybody just like it, kick out. Run up on me, the heat is a mismatch. Every time I say big fat, big fat. Every time I say big fat. Huh? Run up on me, you is mismatch. I'm no longer get trapped, baby. I done grew up, I'm no longer get trapped, baby. Yo, I done grew up, I'm no longer get trapped, baby. I'm killing music, I'm no longer get trapped, baby. That's the music, I'm no longer get trapped. I'm no longer get trapped. I'm no longer get trapped. The whole trap is kept. They watch my hair move and still can't even rap. Just got still my music, but I can't go like that. A.B. Let's get it, what? I know what it is. Give me a beat, I'm murdering that. Huh? I'm fan ready, what? Remember that. Let's get it, get it, get it.
Welcome back to Trendnation. I am your host, Phoebe Crape. And hey, go on our Facebook page and like Trendnation Talk and tell us what you think of the show so far. But right now, right now, we're going to interview my big baby. Yes. We have Catherine Crape, the authoress, and on stage with me today to decide to keep us company. So we want to talk about her 3 books. Her name is Karma, Part 1, Part 2, and Part 3. And we want to know we want to know about this. So I'm going to ask Catherine, can you tell us a little bit about this book?
Well, it's a series based on a female who was a legendary side chick. She was pretty much career driven and only really focused on like building her empire. So when she dealt with men, she only dealt with men that were emotionally unavailable on purpose. But the actual plot is where she falls in love with a single guy and she finds love in a legit way. And then it pretty much tells all of the drama that comes along with that because she has to experience her karma from all of her past mistakes.
Okay. Then, I, as a mother, read the book because I had to see what was going on. And it's a little kinky. It's kinky. You all are like that. I mean, all that love story and then the description of the man and all hunky-dory fine.
Well, it's romance and erotica.
Yeah, but I want a man like the one that, what was her name?
His name is Sean.
No.
Oh,
London, which was the original side chick, and she got the good guy. Who does that?
He did some stuff.
What did he do?
Well, I can't tell that part. That's what reading the book.
But he turned out to be an excellent man.
Well, he was, but that he had a past just like she had a past. He makes mistakes, and he has made mistakes just like she has. So the things that they go through is pretty much like his mistakes weren't like purposeful, like he wasn't like bad, but he did do some stuff.
Okay.
So
everyone in the book was reaping what they sow.
Pretty much. But they were made for each other. So, just like in reality, if you're made for each other, you're gonna go through stuff and you're gonna, but you're always gonna come out on top.
All right. So love wins in the end.
Soulmates and love wins in the end.
Well, where my Sean? I'm waiting on Sean. But you all have to read this book. I mean, as a mother, it's scared the living out of me because my daughter writes this way, but it's so good. She got great reviews. I would love for you all to go out to get it. How can they find this book?
It's on Amazon, iBooks, Barnes & Noble, Nook, and eBay.
Okay. And what about your page? You have a page, right?
My Facebook is Catherine Davina Davis. My author's page is Cat Crepe the authoress. Sorry, it's so many pages. And then I also have Instagram, Mrs._Cat Davis.
Yes. And how did you get started in writing?
I was very expressive in writing very, very young. My mother used to find all of my poems.
Yes.
And they were very provocative.
Yes.
But I went from poems to short stories to novels.
Okay. I remember you were on the school newspaper.
I was on a school newspaper. I used to get my poems published
Okay.
on the school newspaper.
So how did you go about getting your first book published?
I self-published first because I'm a little bit controlling creatively. So I
wonder where she get that from.
I never even went about the route of trying to find traditional publishing. I wanted to be in control of everything, so I went ahead and self-published first. And then a peer of mine had started a publishing company, her and her best friend. So they kind of put me on board with them. So then I switched over to traditional publishing for the next two books.
Well, I heard that she caught a boo writing this book. And she married her boo writing this book. So how did that work? Like, tell us about how you got your boo, because I'm still waiting on Sean, which is in this book.
Well, my boo came in my DM. And the way he got me to talk to him, like, he said I was cute, and I said thank you, but I usually just, thank you, keep pushing. But he asked me about the books. He downloaded and read the book the same night, and how he kept conversation going was to constantly give me commentary and to, like, constantly ask me what's going to happen or when is the next book coming. So that's how we ended up getting to know each other. So, yeah, he was my fan.
She married her fan. Wow.
And then when the second book came out, I did a signing, and he came all the way up to get his book signed.
Yeah, I remember seeing that.
Yeah.
He was the first one. She wrote a post that said, hey, he was the first that came because she thought no one was coming. But after him, he set the trend. Everyone was coming. So I guess he was meant to be. Because I love him. I totally love him. So, I mean, we are proud of you. You are great. You're doing great things. She's had many interviews, and we're glad to have her here on Trendnation. I am proud to be her mother, and I just want to pat myself on the back a little bit. Thank you so much for watching Trendnation. And Cat Crepe, thank you for being a guest with us today. Thank you. Bye-bye. Till next time.
Welcome back. This is Trend Nation. I am your girl, Leah Luki R, and this is the Trendy Beat segment. I'm here. We're going to talk it all about. Got my girl Phoebe with me, and we're going to definitely go into a lot of stuff real quick, but it's going to be entertaining as well.
Yes.
So with that being said, let's jump right in. So for y'all who did not see the MTV Awards a couple of weeks back or so, it was a really big part of the show where we pretty much had our hats on, okay? Which was the part about the documentary. So the Surviving R. Kelly, all of them, okay, won for best documentary.
Okay.
That was not cool. I didn't like that. Why? Why I didn't like it?
Why?
Because it seemed as though they're glorifying, right? It seemed like they're rewarding for a lot of lives that was ruined, including R. Kelly's.
Right.
All right. So instead of it being something that needs to be worked out within the courts, the individuals and things like that, instead they're going out and they're giving them awards for it. All the lives is like messed up, and yet it's rewards.
I mean, it makes you think like if it's a under table type of thing, like, hey, let this person win. It just makes it seems as if though something was done behind the scenes to make that come to the forefront, because I can't see it.
But yet no one else is going through it. Like there's a lot of people that's going up right now for all type of sexual accusations and things like that. But yet they're not getting awards. Did Bill Cosby people get one?
No.
And then you got Weinstein.
Oh, yep.
no one's really talking about, the stuff that's really going on with everyone that's been accused of any form of sexual assault. Instead, this documentary gets an actual award, and it's like, lives. R. Kelly, of course, in that era was like the man.
Right.
Everybody know his songs from, oh my God, way back to the bump and grind area to all the way up to the Happy Birthday.
Right.
And yet his life is also ruined. Like, we don't know what happened. We wasn't there.
Right, that's true.
So we can't say it wasn't. But to give an award,
That didn't make it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense.
No.
I just do not agree with that at all. I mean, I used to love MTV. I stopped watching it.
Yeah.
It's been some years.
see, that's my whole thing too, as well, with the segments, with all of these different award shows. It wasn't like it was when we were growing up.
No.
And I'm only 22 now. Just saying.
Sorry.
I'm sorry. I'm just saying. But in that era, the wars. I'm sorry. You still laughing with it? She still laughing with it? Okay. I'm in my young 20s. Again. But even with that, all those award shows now are no longer entertaining.
Not at all. I used to. When they used to dance.
Yes.
Crazy stuff.
I'm talking about the Michael Jackson eras.
Yes.
There's none of that now. No, they coming out. Everything is a gimmick. The backgrounds is extra.
Yeah.
Everyone's drinking. Something's in cups and things like that. There is no more entertaining.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's not entertaining at all. So I mean, I could care less about watching it. And just the fact that what just took place, as was the award of the documentary, like that even just sums it up for me. That's it.
I wonder if next year, if the Central Park 5 is going to get an award. I'm wondering. I need to, because they came in a little bit too late, so they weren't able to get on the ballot.
Okay, there you go.
But I am wondering.
Oh wow! Now that would be a sight to see.
If they do not, I will no longer watch. If you can glorify sexual assault here, but can't glorify wrongful conviction here, why are we watching it?
Oh,
Come on now.
I'm with that.
Just had to give y'all some real school real quick. I'm
Yes.
just saying, let's keep it 100. We're going to keep it 100, especially on Trendnation. We definitely got to do it.
Trendnation.
I'm just saying.
You
So with that being said, is this something like, if you had the opportunity to be a voice when it comes to anything that we see as a culture, what would you actually have? Because it's too much entertainment out here.
Yeah, but I just think they're just doing away with the entertainment. It's just what is what now and what you into. Like, if you're in that click.
We don't do clicks.
Click. I can't stand click. I'm
We
not
don't
a
do
click
clicks.
chick. No.
We don't click. Click sound like a noise you make.
Not a click
Yeah,
chick.
it's this. I like
But
that.
you have clicks. And you have to run together in packs, and whatever type of level you on, then hey, it works for you when it shouldn't work for you.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So
See, that separates the followers
there you go.
and the leaders. Which one you want to be? With that being said, which one you want to be? Drop it
I'm
down.
not a click chick.
Nah, we leaders up in here. We leaders up in here.
Exactly.
So with that being said, y'all, thank y'all, and thank y'all for tuning in with us. Trendy Beats, you already know what it is. I'm your girl, Leah Lukey R.
And I am Phoebe Craig.
You can always catch us where?
Trendnation on Facebook Talk
TV.
That's right. Tell us what you think.
Let us know if you're a leader or a follower.
Facebook.
Peace out. Yeah.
Searching to find one. Welcome back, y'all. Welcome back to Trendnation. I'm your girl, Carla Monet, but I'm here as somebody else. And they invited her back. You did. Hello. Hi, people. I am the one and only. You know it, they know it, and we know it. How are you, and you? I am just fabulous. As you can see, I am here with these beautiful women. Look behind me. Do you see them? Because I am the it in the what and the was, because there are so many things that I cannot say on this here show. But I can say this. After listening to her hot topic over there about Ara Kelly, let me tell you this. Scratch that, screw that, frump that, let it go. Because even if the documentary won the most stupidest award on MTV for a bunch of women talking about what he did, and they still went to him, guess what? That means y'all still want to deal with him. You're just mad. Squeeze it. And now, I'm with Leah on next year, MTV better get a Central Park 5 an award on their documentary. Yeah. They better get that. You want to know why? Because that story is real. Mm-hmm. Corrupted system, young men incarcerated for something they did not do, and abuse happened. So they better get an award. And as far as Jussie go, who cares about Jussie Smollett? If he want to trend and think he trending by looking up himself for having a noose around his neck himself, guess what? He's the world's most dumbest criminal and actor. And that's just all I have to say about that. But when we think about the real tragedies in our city here alone, let's just stay prayed up and not laid up. And remember to pray for Brandy Martin and her family, because that's what we need to do. And let's give a big us to Cat Craig. Her mother knew what she was doing when she called her Catherine. Okay? She act like she didn't know that. She wanted to say Catherine, but Phoebe knew what she was doing. But y'all get that book, Her Karma, 1, 2, and 3. Yes. Written by Cat Craig. Because that's what she goes by. But then again, she is the lovely Mrs. Davis as well. Yes. So remember to get that. So, with that being said, the ladies are coming up and we are fabulous. You got the one and only Javelle Wagner, Phoebe Craig, and Leah. I don't know how to say that other name, so I'm not going to say it. Leah. And I am the one and only Carla Monet Shaw. And guess what? Every question that you have, or you want to give feedback, go to Trendnation on Facebook and answer some questions. Trendnation Talk. Hit us up. Yes.
We all got inboxes.
Trendnation Talk. Trendnation Talk.
You can always Google. You can always Google.
Definitely what you think, and continue to watch the show.
Absolutely.
It always get greater later.
It does.
It's already great. Don't forget Video Nation.
Oh yes! Like Video Nation Underground.
That's my second show on KNTV. It's called Video Nation. It's about videos, rappers, singers, dancers that's doing their own thing here. They ain't worried about no deal or record deal, and they doing their own.
Miss Jazzy get on that show and she come dancing. Then Miss Jazzy come dancing a tutu.
Yeah, she gonna come dancing a tutu, but yeah.
I'm a fake rap.
Video Nation, Trendnation. Thank you guys. We love you all.
Yes.
Shout out to T-Mail.
Thank you.
Shout out to T-Mail.
Yes. Big up to T-Mail.
11-year-olds. Superstar. I can see it. I can see it in the making. See it in the making.
Yes.
Shit.
Yes.